Okay, we are at page 3. Let's look at page 3. Focus means no laptop. Focus means paper. Focus means pen. Focus means highlighter pen. Alright. All this, whatever coming out, Darshini, can you shut up? Apple, shut up. But I heard your sound. Maybe not your mouth, but your mind is making so much noise. I can hear it. Okay? Alright. Okay, let's get serious. Okay, let's get serious. Okay. This section, warning. Warning means it's coming out in the exam. That's why I said must have a pen, must have a highlighter pen. Study this, understand this. Alright? Okay, let's see. We do not use more or most together with an ER or EST ending. We do not use more. You know when to use more, when to use most. Alright? But we don't use them together. Can you understand? Always remember, positive, tall. Comparative, you compare, and you compare to taller, taller than, usually, alright? And then you go to superlative. Superlative, the tallest. It is not, Jared is tallest, or Henry is tallest. No, Henry is the tallest. Is that okay now? Okay? All of you okay? You know that. Please be careful. In the exam, I will be missing 1 or 2 words. And don't choose the wrong thing. Okay? Okay? Are you here? Okay. They emigrate because they are looking for a better life. See, when we say better, what is better? Is it positive, comparative, or superlative? Better. What is that? Comparative. Better is the comparative of what word? Good. So I'm still surprised, like one student last semester wrote Buddha. You write Buddha, I will open the window and push you out. Okay, good, better, best. Must know all this. Most of you know. I don't worry, but there are still 1 or 2 students who don't know. If I find students like that this semester, I will kill you. Ellie, I'm serious. But Ellie, I know, no problem. Alright? So better is already comparative. You don't say more better. Don't say betterer. Most of you know that, but there will be 1 or 2 students like last semester I had one student who wrote that, betterer. Marmaris, okay, in Turkey, is one of the biggest in Turkey. One of the biggest. The biggest. Not the most biggest. Some of you do that. Is that okay? More good. More better. I like to eat this because this is more tastier. Excuse me. Tastier is already more. Now you got more, tastier some more. We make mistakes, right? But learn now. Is that okay? Learn. Okay, two-syllable adjectives. Now let's look at two-syllable. Two-syllable adjectives ending in Y, change the Y to I, and take the ER and EST endings, like busy, busier, busiest. Alright? Happy, happier, happiest. Don't say, I am more happier. I'm happier, not more happier. Many of you make that mistakes, yes or no? Oh, thank you, Darshini. I'll be watching your paper closely. Alright? Happier doesn't mean more happier. Get it? Okay? Alright? So learn that, okay? Easy, easier, easiest. Funny, funnier, funniest. All this you know. We were busier last week than this week. Because you're comparing two. Alright? Are you happier now that you've changed your job? Happier. Don't say, are you more happier now? Are you happier now? Don't say more happier. Then it's double comparative already. Cannot. Is that okay? And we okay? Okay. That's good. I know, I expect all of you to know this. Alright? But I'm worried one or two students still struggling. That's why I'm stressing so much. So you better learn this. Is that okay? Don't make a mistake. This one definitely coming out in the midterm exam. Okay? Definitely coming out. That was the easiest exam I've ever taken. You know, after our English for Airline Services midterm exam, you must come out and say, oh, that was the easiest exam I've ever taken. Thank you, Apple. Thank you for the good figures. Okay, some other two-syllable adjectives, especially those ending in an unstressed vowel sound, can also take the ER and EST endings, like clever, clever, two-syllable, cleverer, cleverest, alright? Quiet, quieter, quietest, narrow, narrower, narrowest, simple, simpler, simplest. I've always thought that Donald was cleverer than his brother. Don't say, I've always thought that Donald was more cleverer. No, was cleverer. Is that okay? Elena, okay? Focused? ST game today? Alright? Okay, that's good. I know I saw. Alright? This new bed is narrower than the old one. Narrower. Don't say more narrower. Alright? The guest bedroom is the quietest room in the house because it overlooks the garden. Okay, that's good. We don't normally use the ER and EST endings with two-syllable adjectives ending in full. Alright? Instead, we use more or most or least. Okay? More or less. Okay? If you're doing the other way, you say less or most or least. Alright? This dictionary is more useful than the one we had before. More useful. You don't say usefuller. Can you understand now? Is that okay? Useful. You came early, miss, must be sleepy, huh? Unless you'll be late. I'm checking. Okay. Okay. This dictionary is usefuller. Don't say that. I'll kill you. You'll have to try to be more careful in future. Say careful, you don't say carefuler. You say more careful. All of you okay so far? Eva, okay? Eva, okay? The most useful tool, okay? This is the superlative, most useful. Alright, superlative, most. You don't say the most usefuler or the usefuler. No, the most useful tool in the kitchen is a good sharp knife. Not the usefulest tool in the kitchen. Okay. This is the least harmful. Alright, if you go the other way around, you say less or least. You know that, right? Okay? You know that, right? must know. Adjectives of 3 or more syllables from the comparative form the comparative with more or less and the superlative with most or least. Okay? So comparative, we got more or less, and superlative, we have the most or least. Okay? So highlight that. Okay. The second lecture was more interesting than the first. More interesting. Okay? You're comparing. Don't say the second lecture was interesting. Interesting. Don't whether you're from Sungai Gira. And then where are you from? Where's your house? That way of calculating the figure seems less complicated. Less. It's comparative. Less. Least would be superlative. You all understand that now? Yeah? Yes? Apple okay? Okay, so please understand all this. London is the most popular tourist destination in England. Maybe now probably not. I don't know. Most popular. Most popular. London is the popularest